Kickoff in the Pegasus World Cup. A beautiful and level beginning. Art Collector in the colors of Bruce Lunford. They're going to win the Pegasus World Cup going away. Art Collector and Junior Alvarado win by 4 in the end. Defunded was second. Stiletto Boy ran third. Close for fourth between Last Samurai and Proxy. The final running time, 1:49 and 44 100-seconds.
Welcome to the 2024 Pegasus World Cup coverage by What's Up Doc Media. I'm your host, Dr. Gregory Baroza. We are filming live from beautiful Gulfstream Racetrack in Hallandale Beach, Florida. The Pegasus World Cup is the first premier Grade 1 stakes event of the new year featuring eligible older horses. This race attracts several of the world's best horses, trainers, and jockeys that have already earned an outstanding race record. The competition will be spectacular. I'm here with Steve Bick. He's the host of At the Races with SiriusXM. Knows everything there is to know about racing, and he's here for the Pegasus Stakes. What do you think about this assortment of horses?
It's coming together. You got the draw today on Sunday, and it'd be interesting. And of course, this is a track where the draw means something. You don't want to get drawn wide. Looks like a field of 11, and there'll be obvious favorites. Baffert showing up with the Preakness winner, National Treasure. I think there's a couple of interesting outsiders. Antonio Sato with Il Miracolo. I liked him all last year as a 3-year-old. He kept good company all year. It's his racetrack. He'll be a square price. I'm anxious to see how this gets drawn today.
We're here with one of the best jockeys of all time, John Velazquez, and he's in town and he's riding for the Pegasus Stakes. Oyster Gold for Dallas Stewart. Tell me, you've been in so many exciting races. How do you gear up for each one of these new exciting races?
It's always exciting just to be part of it, and having a horse that has a really good opportunity in the race, which I think he does. I mean, the only question that we have with him is the 2 turns. He probably a little bit his best 1 mile, 1 turn, but I think the way he gallops out and everything, I think he has a really good chance. Hopefully he can handle the 2 turns and we'll be in the chase.
Now I'm putting you on the spot on purpose. This is for the general public. If a trainer tells you how to ride a horse, do you listen to the trainer or do you go with your instinct?
Well, it's a team effort, let's put it that way. So I looked what the competition's going to be and what he's telling me, and then I tried to put my input. For the most part, we work together on that. Once I get open, it's me and the horse. So we have to plan A, plan B, plan C, and hopefully the plan A is the one that we use first. But if you don't, then we go to our alternately plan, if you will.
Can I make an analogy to boxing? Once you get punched in the face, everything changes?
Yeah, everything changes. Absolutely. I mean, it's just that gate opens and then you're not in the position that you like to be, and then you have to change it. So.
Johnny V, thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you.
you.
We're here with Todd Pletcher. He's got 2 horses in the big Pegasus coming up. He's got Dynamic One and Grand Aspen. Could you just give me a quick summation of the strength of each one of those?
Well, Grand Aspen's coming off a very good race in the Harlan's Holiday, which was the final prep for the Pegasus at Gulfstream. He's actually ascended through the ranks quite a bit. Came in as a maiden in the beginning of the year and, has now worked his way up to graded status and, seems to be one that's consistently improving. We think the 1 1/8 will also suit him well.
And your other entry?
Dynamic One, he ran his first race off an 18-month layoff recently at Gulfstream and Allowance, so he's a little bit rusty. We think he too will improve with the added distance and having a race under his belt. He's a Grade 2 winner in the Suburban, but he had some time off, and so hopefully that race really moves him forward and prepares him for his best effort.
So Todd, more of a general, quick final question here. You prepare for all these big races on a constant 24/7 basis. How do you stay motivated?
There's always another big goal around the corner, so with the Pegasus coming up, that's something to get excited about. And then after that, got some Triple Crown prep races coming up with the Derby around the corner. So there's always a new target to point for.
You sound a little bit like the old-timer Woody Stevens. He said there's always another crop of yearlings and starting 2-year-olds, and that keeps him motivated.
Absolutely. It's always something to look forward to.
Best of luck, Todd.
Thank you.
I'm here with super trainer Dale Romans. If anyone knows the horse he doesn't have a horse in the Pegasus this year, but Dale, what's your quick analysis of what's going on there? Do you have any favorites or any thoughts or any interesting stories to think about?
National Treasure is a great horse. When Bob's coming to town, you know he's here to get the money. But this is a good race. You know, it's the beginning of the handicap season, and of course we're going to find out who's going to step up and be the top handicap horse. We got National Treasure, White Abarrio skipping this race, Saudi Crowns. He's a nice horse that could step up. It's a good field this year.
I'm here at Gulfstream Park with trainer Carlos Perez. He's a very good trainer here in South Florida, and one of his supposed claims to fame is having been the first guy to spot the eyes of White Abarrio, made the purchase, and ended up flipping that sale. On another note, the Pegasus is coming up in a week. Do you have any special looks, any horses that you think might have the best shot of winning? Just not asking you to handicap the whole race, but any horses in particular you're rooting for?
I mean, it's really hard. I mean, I think it's going to be a tough field. I think somebody's got a good shot with Skipton second. He likes the distance, the length of the race. It's going to be good right on there.
Well, best of luck in your career with the future, and I'm sure you're going to be following White Abarrio as he still does more amazing things.
Sure. Thank you.
We're here with the current owner of White Abarrio, this horse that was purchased actually from Carlos Perez. Only had one race with Carlos, and Mark was watching, and he said, "Oh my God, this horse has such potential." Now it seems like you've made a mutual decision to bypass the Pegasus this year and just to concentrate on the horse being as fresh as possible for the Saudi Cup. Is that a fair analysis or assessment?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of two things that happened, really. Actually, three. One, you know, the Saudi Cup's a $20 million race. It's 1.1 miles. It's one turn, which we think is going to be his absolute best distance. The other thing is the spacing of the race. You know, we would have loved to run the horse in the Pegasus, but unfortunately the Pegasus is just too tight a window. You've only got 30 days between the Pegasus and the Saudi Cup, and then you got to worry about flying them over there on 24-hour flight. The recovery period of that window is just too short in our opinion. We really had no other option but to go into the Saudi Cup fresh to give horse his best chance to run his biggest race.
Well, we're all going to be watching and rooting for White Abarrio in the Saudi Cup. Turning the page here a little bit, we're now at Gulfstream awaiting the Pegasus. Are there any horses that you particularly like or stand out, or are there any stories within there that you know the average viewer would be interested in knowing about?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of speed in there. You've got National Treasure going, and then Dallas Stewart's horse coming off the Cigar Mile with Johnny on the horse. So I think there's going to possibly be a lot of speed in there. You know, I'd like to see a local horse like Skippy or O'Connor win the race. So I think both of them have a legitimate chance. They have the right running style. They have the home-court advantage. So I think they both have big shots.
Well, you spent your career educating people that you know your horse racing and you know the pluses, the minuses, and the strengths of trainers and horses and jockeys, etc. So we're following you, hoping you have the best outcome in Saudi, and wishing you the best for the future. And maybe there's some other great picks in the future.
Yeah, we're looking every day, scouting and trying to find the next White Abarrio, that's for sure.
We're here with Carlos Martin, who's a well-established trainer at Belmont Park, New York. And he's in for the Pegasus Stakes, and he's checking the schedule of who's on. Carlos, give me your quick assessment. You're a pretty good handicapper. What do you see in this race that catches your eye?
It's an interesting race, Doc. I think a lot of people are knocking the race, saying, oh, it's not a great Pegasus. But you have some horses that have shown some real talent that are still racing, which is to be commendable. You have Bob Baffert with the horse that won the Preakness and was second to the Breeders' Cup to Cody's Wish. National Treasure certainly has got a lot of talent. You have First Mission, a horse that Brad Cox thought was going to be his Preakness horse before he was on the sideline, who they've always thought a lot of the Godolphin horse, First Mission. Senor Buscador has trained up a storm here in South Florida the last month and a half. He's kind of the buzz horse. And then you have Safi Joseph, who's been one of the top trainers here, dominant with O'Connor, and Todd Pletcher with Grand Aspen. They were both 1-2 in the prep, the Harlan's Holiday. So it's a definitely interesting race that has a little bit for everybody. And I think that they're not giving the Pegasus this year enough credit. There's certainly some horses here that have proved that they're real racehorses, including the great Cigar Mile winner, Hoist of Gold for Dallas Stewart. So I don't think it's anything to a shabby race to be ashamed of to be in the Pegasus this year in Gulfstream Park.
Carlos, your assessment is always on point, and we'll be watching with excitement just like you. Thank you so much.
Take care. Thanks, Doc.
We're here with Junior Alvarado, one of the best jockeys we have today, and he's going to be running in the Pegasus Stakes. Tell me, first of all, what's it like, the excitement around this race, and why you're in it, and what the vibes are like?
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. It's one of those big main races here at Gulfstream, and in the winter time, the Pegasus, and just the hype is it's always a good day. A good car always being and riding the Pegasus, and like I said, I like my chances.
Tell me the horse. Tell me the horse you're on, and tell me why you think you got a good shot.
I'm riding Señor Buscador. If the second last time with me in the Cigar Mile. I thought it was an unbelievable second for a track that was carrying a lot of speed that day. My horse was last in the pack, and he was the only horse that made some ground like that day. And I just think going to turn, and in paper it looks like there's gonna be a little bit of speed in this Pegasus. So hopefully we can pick up the pieces at the end.
I think there's going to be a lot of speed from what I hear. So best of luck. Your horse is a buzzword around here of being understated. On another quick note, you rode Cody's Wish, and that was, I know, a dream come true, and I interviewed you before, and you said that was a race of a lifetime. You had to win that one for all the emotional reasons, and I'm sure you're going to be sitting at the Eclipse Awards wishing him well and wishing everyone to get the awards. Just give me, in a synopsis, very quickly, your thoughts about Cody's Wish and chances for an Eclipse Award.
Yeah, ideally, hopefully, being in the spot that I was riding that horse, it was just an unbelievable through the year, and I definitely, hoping he can get the best the horse of the year, and I'll be there cheering for him. It's a horse that really mean a lot to me and a lot of people in the sport and outside the sport.
Well, on another note, I interviewed Rick Dutrow with White Barrio, and I asked him a similar question. He said, listen, if Cody's Wish gets it, more power to him. No jealousy whatsoever. He said that was a super horse, and there's a big story behind it. But we wish you a lot of luck in the Pegasus and wish you continued success. You're getting stronger and stronger in the race game.
All right, thank you.
We're here this morning at Gulfstream with Jose Ortiz, super rider, riding Grant Aston for Todd Pletcher in the Pegasus. Tell me why you think your horse has a really good shot at doing something big.
I run very good on the prep here. It's working very good since in that race. I worked him twice. Actually, I worked him yesterday. The horse is doing fantastic. So, I think it's a wide open race, and we have a very good shot.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I'm here with Irad Ortiz, one of the best riders in the country, and he's supposed to be riding White Barrio, who passed on the Pegasus to do the Saudi Cup. It's going to be a huge opportunity, a big purse. You're excited about that opportunity?
Yes, I do. The horse look good, looking good after the Breeders' Cup. So it's an exciting horse. So let's see. Hopefully he can get there on time and get ready for the race over there. It's another, in the another side of the sea. So hopefully he handled it very well and go from there.
What's it like to be in this exciting race?
It's great. It's one of the biggest. I think it's the biggest race that we run here at Gulfstream in the championship meet, and good horses going to that race. After that race, they have the whole year to run those big races. So we're looking forward to find the right one.
You've had a super year and a super last few years, so I'm sure you're looking forward to hopefully another win. Pick the right horse, and they pick the right rider, right?
Yeah, hopefully. So let's see what happens.
Good luck.
Thank you.
We're here with Gustavo Delgado Jr., who sort of picked Mage and helped train with his father, helped train and won the Kentucky Derby. Amazing story, amazing production. And we want to congratulate you first for having done such a super job in 2023. You had one of the horses of the year.
Thank you. It was a team effort. Everybody had to do their own thing.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that because the generations in this business of families staying together and doing this, there's many that do, and there's some that last and some that don't. But now the big story, we're in Florida and preparing for the Pegasus Stakes. Do you see any horses in there that stand out to you, and why?
I like National Treasure because that's a horse who beat us at the Preakness. And if he ends up winning it, we're going to make better. We're going to look better after that.
You know, that's a great reason.
Of course. And then what I think about that race, Johnny V, he dictated everything in that race. If you look back in the replay, he was like, we're gonna go as slow as we can. We're gonna go on the inside, and then we're gonna go 2 lines up, and then he was like dancing, and everybody was doing the same thing. Whatever Johnny was, everybody was doing that. Everybody, and then they walk pedestrian pace, and they got that race so easy.
Just so you know, Johnny V this year, I just chatted with him. He is going to be on Dallas Stewart's horse, Hoist the Gold. So he may have a different.
Okay.
He may have a different jockey. Anything could change before the race, as you know. But we'll see. Obviously, there's something to be learned about the style that Johnny set for that horse for the next
He has
jockey.
done it many times. He's one of my favorite riders.
We really wish you guys well, father-son team here. I understand you have some up-and-coming horses, and hopefully you'll continue to be as successful as you've been in the last couple of years.
Amen. Thank you.
We're here with super trainer Saffie Joseph Jr. at Gulfstream. Big race coming up, beginning of this winter meet with Pegasus Stakes. He's got 2 horses running in this big race. You always produce. Tell me about the 2 horses you have entered and why you think they got a shot.
So we got Skippy, Lance Dawkins, and O'Connor. Both coming into the race in good order. O'Connor's won his last 2, and coming in better this race this year than last year. Last year he got beat in the Harlan's Holiday. This year he won it. And then Skippy's in great form. Obviously won the Charlestown Classic and was 3rd in the Breeders' Cup Mile. So both horses we feel like coming here with a deserving chance. They're going to have to run the race of their life to win it, obviously. So it's not an easy race. National Treasure deserved in favorite. You got Fire Mission, and you got a few others there with life chances. So hopefully all goes well and you get the right trip.
We wish you a lot of good luck, man.
Thank you very much.